Okay, so as we mentioned, Chelsea Football Club has again hired Jose Mourinho as its manager. It's a move that the fans have been expecting, anticipating for a while. He managed his last game as head coach at Real Madrid over the weekend. Of course, this will be his second spell as Chelsea manager. He was there between 2004 and 2007. Let's bring in World Sports' Alex Thomas. He's a phenomenon, actually, Mourinho, and I can see why a lot of people are very pleased at Chelsea, at Stamford Bridge, are very pleased to have him back.
Yeah, especially as he's incredibly popular at the club when he was there for those three seasons, Charles. But I remember reporting before my CNN days outside Stamford Bridge when there was a crowd of protesters when he left. The fans loved him so much, they, for the first time, semi-turned against Roman Abramovich, their billionaire owner that's brought so much success into Chelsea by the sheer strength of his chequebook, if you like. But Jose, the self-proclaimed special one, a special one, he said, not the special one, as he often gets referred to, but he was so charismatic and so loved by the fans, they've wanted him back almost ever since, and they've had a lot of managers in the meantime. Nothing
succeeds like success, and the interesting thing is that, unlike a lot of managers, he's been pretty consistent, because he went off to go to Inter Milan, won Serie A a couple of times, Champions League, I think, Real Madrid, again, very successful, although actually Real Madrid is kind of dominating the Spanish league these days. But he really does have an amazing track record. I mean, that's worth a lot.
Astonishing. He came to Chelsea slightly unknown outside of the football world. He'd already won the Champions League with Porto, but because Porto is such a minor club in European terms, people didn't know much about him. But you're right, you almost guarantee success with Mourinho. He won 2 Premier Leagues at Chelsea, also won the League Cup and the FA Cup. The Champions League eluded him at Chelsea, but he went to Inter Milan, won the Champions League with Inter, as well as 2 Italian titles, then went to Spain and did exactly the same thing with Real Madrid, won the league again. And Barcelona had been dominating then. Unfortunately, Real Madrid's recent season has left Real Madrid trophyless, and that's the first time that's ever happened under Jose Mourinho. So maybe not so special.
Yeah, be asking for a bit of a discount if I were negotiating salary right now.
They're going to get a discount.
Yeah, I don't think he'll give a discount. But anyway, yeah, I mean, certainly it's a negotiating ploy. I'd play up if I were behind that negotiating table and he were on the other side. But listen, seriously, why did he leave?
He left Real Madrid because...
No, so why did he leave Chelsea?
Well,
that's the thing.
He left Chelsea, yeah, he's back.
You know, the protesters, you mentioned it.
I think you got a clash of 2 massive egos there, and Abramovich, the Russian, doesn't say a lot in public, certainly, but we know that he has very strong views in private. I think he had quite a strong bond with Mourinho, but Mourinho's got a lot of self-confidence himself and wanted things doing his own way. It's very interesting that he's come back, because you can't say the 2 men have changed their views slightly. He's on a 4-year contract, and if he should see out all 4 years, that would be unique for Mourinho and for Abramovich, that goes through managers like kitchen knives almost, you could say, if that's the right phrase. And yet, Mourinho has decided to come back. So clearly they've reached some sort of agreement. They think they can work together and improve Chelsea.